who has started more Africa Cup of Nations games than any other. Pape Thiaw is telling his players to get back onto the park.
No, Sadio Mane started. Sadio Mane asked the players to come back onto the pitch.
And that's leadership.
That's leadership, and not... Sometimes you don't necessarily have to wear the captain's band to be a leader, and that's what is shown here.
Credit, though, to Gana Gueye, to Ismail Assar, and to Abdoulaye Seck. They've remained on this park. They have not left.
Well, this is why Sadio Mane is loved worldwide, because of intelligence and the ability to stay calm. This is a man who's been through a lot of challenges in his playing career.
Well, he's a man that just continues to remind us of all the incredible things that you can do when you have success. Alhaji Diouf, a word to Sadio Mane. Alhaji Diouf, the first Senegalese player to win African Footballer of the Year. Yeah. Sadio Mane has since won it twice. But this is a man who continues to prove as well, and I think he's going to go and fetch his teammates from the change room.
Yeah, that is...
He continues to inspire, and he continues to remind us that value doesn't lie in titles, it doesn't lie in money, it doesn't lie in applause, it lies in the courage to rise from the humblest beginnings and carry as many people along with you on your way up.
I think Sadio Mane is a hero. He's an example that people should can imitate. Now, when you see a player like this go, like the teammates are coming back onto the pitch now, if the referee blows a penalty, the rule says you have to respect the decisions of the referee. Furthermore, the penalty has not been scored yet.
You can understand the frustration, but it is certainly not something you want to see. When we expected drama in a final, we did not expect this kind of drama. This is a chance for Africa to shine, and maybe a little gloss off the evening. Shaw will watch on.
They should stay calm now.
It looks like Edouard Mendy has been cautioned here for his little cynical bump on Anas Salahedin. So a yellow card for Edouard Mendy. Well, and a yellow card for Salahedin as well. Now, I don't want to make a tongue-in-cheek comment here about potential extra time, but we've nearly seen 120 minutes go by. We're just into the 112th minute now.
Well, what the referee will just go back to, that's why you have the fourth referee there. They'll go back to the minutes that were left, the time that was left, before the game was stopped. And based on that, that's what he's going to do now.
Now, En-Nesyri and Brahim Diaz are having a conversation. En-Nesyri, with a chance to become the only Moroccan player to score in 5 Africa Cup of Nations tournaments, has handed the ball to the tournament's leading scorer, Brahim Diaz, who lines up. Brahim Diaz, who scored in 5 successive matches to start. Against Comoros, against Mali, against Zambia, against Tanzania, and against Cameroon in succession. Brahim Diaz, tournament's leading scorer with 5, up against Edouard Mendy, the focused man from Real Madrid, up against Al Ahly goalkeeper Edouard Mendy, a Champions League winner in Europe and in Asia, and a winner of AFCON in 2021 edition. Edouard Mendy is just signalling something to the referee, and Sadio Mane has come over to have a discussion. There seems to be something going on. Brahim Diaz remains focused as ever. Mendy backtracks. Brahim Diaz replaces the ball. And now, perhaps, the final to get underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Panenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line, the opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is how do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try to play Panenka.
He looks crestfallen. Brahim Diaz, who's proven nothing but heroic throughout this tournament and throughout qualifying. He's missed the magic moment when it counted most to produce a potential winner. With that,
I must confess that I am totally shocked, because at such a moment to play a Panenka is something that you hardly ever see.
So goalless after 90, we will have extra time in this final.
Now this complicates issues totally now, because one side now is going to feel as if they just got some poetic justice, whereas the other side will feel that, okay, they've been let down by their best player. But then we can all miss penalties anyway.
Everybody can miss a penalty.
There's still a lot to play for. We got potentially 30 more minutes of football final to play.
Look at this moment again.
End of the match with a draw, and we go to extra time. نهاية المباراة الوقت الأصلي منها بالتعادل، ونذهب مباشرة إلى الأشواط الإضافية.
Well, they say geniuses have a different way of thinking than we do.
9 out of 10 times, though. Goalkeeper dives, that goes in.
Exactly.
And he's the hero. But not to be. Edouard Mendy stands his ground. Rain starts to fall. Oh no. Oh no. More drama.
Now, let's not forget that Edouard Mendy already has a yellow card now.
The coin toss for the extra time period. 15 minutes either way.
Let's go. 15 more minutes of football. May the better side win it.
Well, Ibrahim Mbaye, a star in the making, looking for a magical moment to define his legacy while still a teenager. Brahim Diaz, so often the hero for Morocco, maybe villain tonight, misses a penalty with virtually the last kick of the 90. Extra time is upon us. It is tense. The second half is done. We're into extra time now, and it remains goalless in this final. Morocco, having been awarded a penalty, but failing to convert. as Azouli's down. Referee eventually signals free kick. Lofted ball over the top that Mendy should deal with, allows it to bounce and brings it under control without much fuss. Edouard Mendy. Well, he won AFCON in 2021 with Senegal, where he was standout. He won the UEFA Champions League with Chelsea. He won the Asian Champions League with Al Ahly, claiming their first ever continental crown just last year, where in fact he beat Yassine Bounou and his Al Hilal side in the semi-finals.
Well, Mendy is one of the best goalkeepers ever to come out of Africa. But then again, more football for us.
Look at the positives, Sunday Olise.
That's what I'm trying to do, bro. More football for us, and hopefully now we'll get a winner that nobody will have to, a disputed champion. Undisputed champion, sorry.
Oh, how wonderful will that be? The referee's whistle sounds again. Free kick to Senegal. Just running through Abdoulaye Seck, the birthday boy, Salah Eddin. There's a danger man twice. Sheriff Njai has managed to score off the bench in this tournament in 3-0 wins over Botswana and Benin. Looking to make it 3 off the bench for Senegal this tournament. Niakhaté, back to Sarr.
Now, talking about football, I've been really impressed with Sarr. The way he's been able to manage this game today, it's unbelievable.
Offside flag raised against Njai, returning from an offside position. Well, Morocco still believe that they can claim this title, but it's a little more muted now in the Complexe Sportif Prince Moulay Abdellah. That missed penalty has changed the complexion of this tie. Brahim Diaz needs to lift himself, as he's so often done. There is still time, there's still opportunity. Mbaye wins it back from Targhalin. Elanoui out wide. Hakimi, the captain, has it now.
Well, like we said on the onset, it's all about psychology. How strong you are mentally. This is it now.
And here's a man who's got all the mental strength in the world. Maybe lost a yard or two of pace, Sadio Mane, but he inspires an attack. Senegal thrust forward. Pape Gueye! Sensational! Stellar! Supreme Senegal! Maybe in extra time they've produced the moment. And it's Pape Gueye with his 3rd of the tournament. Senegal score their first ever goal in an Africa Cup of Nations final. And it is utterly outstanding. Mane-inspired build-up. Pape Gueye finishes with aplomb, and Senegal lead as the Lions of Teranga roar loudest in Rabat.
What a strike. Look at this. The steal by Sadio Mane. This is a total complete counter-attack. And the way he strikes it, he was even falling out of balance when he struck the ball, but still able to keep the balance, to keep the ball low, which is difficult to do in that position.
That is the first goal that Morocco have conceded from open play since March last year against Niger. They are now in danger of losing the title on home soil to a Senegal side that claimed the Chan title against North African opponents on home soil just a couple of years ago. Cho was coach of that Senegal side. No wasting time here from Walid Regragui. He's going the way of Ilyasa Koumash, a very talented attacker, and indeed Hamza Igamin. And that will need to wait. Mendy gets play back underway. Well, the emotional roller coaster that has been this final is not yet done. Morocco look to fight back. They trail for the first time in this tournament. Niakhaté, back to Mendy. Targhalin, Elanoui. Yes, El Yamik.
Well, they have no choice now. The Moroccans now have to go all.
Chance, maybe Brahim Diaz! Straight at Mendy, plucks it out of the air brilliantly. And another opportunity, and once again denied by Senegal's number 16.
Well played. The way was able, nimble-footed enough to eliminate the opponent, but he couldn't keep it low and away from the goalkeeper.
thousands of flags in this venue, but I could tell you, they're all we're seeing.
The shot was not hard enough. Anyway. There was not...
The tournament's leading scorer makes way. It's not been his night. Ahomash makes his way on. And the other change is going to see Mazraoui make way for Igamin. Igamin, a forward. Mazraoui, a defender. Ahomash, a forward as well. Usually a winger. Makes his way on for Brahim Diaz.
I think the Moroccans are going to go into a two-man...
As Al-Zouli flicked it in, and Ismail Assar looks to hoof it to the far side, where Hakimi will bring it under control.
Well, should this end like this? Sadio...
Another opportunity here, potentially, for Senegal, who turn it over. Sadio Mane. Cut back is over the head of Bono, but no harm done. Gana Gueye applying a little pressure here, but Salahuddin turns around and flicks it forward, and Bai can't control. Maybe an escape in transition for Morocco. Targhalin wanted it. Ahomash not seeing that play, as Al-Zouli was open as well. Opted to go back. Now Targhalin has it.
Mentally, the Moroccans are struggling now. They really have to get their act together.
Hakimi. Ahomash. Diouf for the interception. Papgay with the clearance. Morocco come back. Elainoui. Salahuddin. Swept to safety eventually. Took a while, but Diouf at the moment of magic that may very well prove momentous.
You can see he got a jolt from behind, but that notwithstanding, he kept his balance. Now look at it now. It's difficult to score when you're falling like this, but he was still able to keep his balance enough to keep the ball. Papgay has been an exceptional player in this tournament.
Oh, Papgay was there when they needed him most, when they were down against Sudan.
Exactly.
They might have felt down after having a goal disallowed. Just before.
Everything here was well done, except for the finishing. The cross. Just unlucky there. Yeah, he took it early. It was unlucky.
Here's Igamin. Being helped to his feet. We're coming up towards half-time and extra time. Elainoui sprinting away from Gana Gueye. Referee said nothing wrong. Ismail Assar.
Great recovery by Gana Gueye there.
Mbaye gets away from two. Mbaye still going. Mbaye for Senegal, for glory. And for a moment, I think everybody believed, but Hakimi did. The Moroccan heart's heavier now as time ticks away. Ahomash fumes. But the call is a throw-in. Seconds remaining. Elainoui. Morocco looking for inspiration. They might have found it here. Hakimi, delivery, it's a little too strong. And again, the window of opportunity shuts quickly. The referee thinking about the whistle in his mouth potentially, because he pops it in now and signals half-time. Get around with that sensational, scintillating, stirring strike to give Senegal the lead. What did you make? Diouf is off and Ismail Jacobs is on. And Ismail Jacobs, I mean, the quality in depth of both these squads has been outstanding.
Unbelievable. That's what you get when your youth system is well made out.
Ismail Jacobs is no slouch. He's now at Galatasaray, but he came through the German youth system, so he's very technical. Former German international. at youth level. Here's Hakimi. Around the outside, Akhomash getting away from Niakhaté for a moment, but he recovers well and then miscued. Out for the corner, says the assistant referee. And the Senegalese players quite literally fall over in disbelief.
This is becoming a little bit, they can't contest every decision now by the referee now. They have to concentrate on their own game instead of criticizing every referee's decision.
From the corner, flicked away, still alive. Their shot is deflected away, I think. Is it? No. 2-0 loss. El Kabi watching on. Morocco not quite crestfallen yet. Suddenly there's a surge from the crowd. Calls of encouragement. Support looking to stir this Moroccan side to a comeback. El Yamik, Hakimi, space opening up here, Akhomash, but Gana Gay read it perfectly. And the veteran midfielder puts in the critical touch. It might be out for the corner, but importantly denied Morocco the chance to feed into that danger area. From the corner though, Akhomash stands ready to take. Delivery, header, and woodworking away, still alive though. Scrambled to safety, pinball now, El Ainoui straight into his teammate. Another chance, and again deflected away, and Mbaye threatens to go on the transition. In the city, Jacobs away. There's El Ainoui. Down he goes under the challenge of Papgay.
This game is not over.
Maybe. Hakimi. Niakhaté getting away. Free kick Morocco in a danger area. Senegal a little on the back foot now, but importantly they have the lead.
That's understandable. You don't go full blazing attack when you're one goal up, just some few minutes to the end of the game.
Senegal, though, in this squad have 10 members of the victorious AFCON 2021 squad. Mendy among them, looking to become a multiple champion here tonight. Koulibaly in the stands with Diarra suspended. Habib Diallo, Gana Gueye, Papgay, Pape Matar Sarr, Ismaila Sarr among those. Akhomash straight at Mendy.
That was a direct ball at goalkeeper.
A lot of set pieces seem to have been overhit tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the psychological part of the game. This is totally unlike what we've seen the whole tournament from Morocco.
And this is unlike what we've seen from the fans as well. Some have vacated their seats now. Delivery through, great chance, and Bounou saves, and then swept wide by a man who scored twice off the bench already in this tournament. Bounou with a fantastic save, and then Diaye, as the ball spilled free, couldn't put it home.
This is unbelievable world-class goalkeeping. Twice to deter the man, to deny the
open live, and Mamadou Sarr had a chance to strike it potentially. Aguerd works it away, and down goes Salahedin. Free kick Morocco.
Yellow card.
And another yellow card coming. This time Mamadou Sarr. Morocco in Nesiri takes it deep. El Ainoui wanted it. It's come the way of Targhelin. El Ainoui has it now. Can strike them fearsomely from range, but still doesn't have an international goal for Morocco. How timely one would be right now. is Al-Zouli. Back to Targhelin. Away. Mane gets a toe on this one, goes down. Free kick Senegal. And Hakimi protests.
That was a clear. I wonder what he's protesting for there. That was a clear obstruction. Total obstruction. But what's made the difference is the team that has used the opportunity that they've had.
I asked near the start of this broadcast, where would a goal come from against the Moroccan side that just doesn't concede? And maybe, just maybe, the fire that was built up inside of him through that period for about 6 minutes, just before the 90 until just after extra time started, was enough to somehow create that moment that will live long in the Senegalese memory if it proves to be the decisive one in this final. Again, powerfully struck. Bono again makes the save. Not for the corner.
And once again, Bono is there.
The corner again.
This man is at 33 years old, is still pulling the strings, leading the team mentally, verbally, and most importantly, by what he's doing.
He will play in the next World Cup. 6 odd months away now. Actually, closer to 5. June it starts.
Yep.
Jacobs delivers deep. Aguerd not under pressure, but the thrashing effort from Ghana Gay on his birthday. Finding Ahomash. He can hit them with some power as well. Salahuddin pulls it back. Aguerd, El Yamik likes to get forward, but stays back now. Out wide to Hakimi, who's on the overlap. Delivery in behind all his players, but it'll be kept in by Salahuddin. Delivery will not come as Mbai charges him down. 2 minutes to go to 120. Pulled back, El Yamik. Bono, a long way out of his 18-yard area. Tarhalin on the halfway line.
Well, the Moroccans have been. This is not the best we've seen of Moroccans in this tournament so far.
Maybe a chance to get away. Papke, he's pulled off the ball. That should be a free kick, I thought.
In that.
Free kick Morocco. Jai protests. Seconds to go till the 120. Maybe some added time to come. Morocco try to rush this now. Yassine Bono sprints up to take this free kick, sends it a long way up. And Nesri wanted it. Ismail Assar gets there. The referee is happy to signal free kick to Senegal. They will take their time on this unforgettable night in Rabat. We hit 120 minutes and 3 minutes of additional time will be played.
You kind of get a feeling that this is a missed opportunity by Morocco here to this moment. From the beginning of the game, we felt there was something missing from what they had shown us in the past.
Edouard Mendy over this, you were saying?
Yeah, but the Senegalese, from the first minute, you saw intent from them, that they really wanted to take their chances. They believed in that they could do it.
Jai, Sherif Jai. Throw in Senegal, far side. They're down near the corner flag. 2 minutes of additional time remain in this final. And it's a night where one of these sides will wear a crown. They will be kings of Africa. Senegal looking for a second crown, so too Morocco. But Senegal in the ascendancy, in the final third, and in the lead. They're right where they want to be.
And there's nothing better than this, 2 minutes to go, you're leading by 1-0, and then you're in the final third of your position. It's
Nothing better? How about the final whistle?
Oh, that's... Oh, ooh, you got me there.
50-50.
You got me there.
Okay.
No, it's not even 50-50. That's 100 to 0.
Throw it again. Mane feels it. Senegal believe it. It was meant to be madness in Morocco, but it's going to be fury in Rabat.
Yeah.
Senegal have done what only a handful believed they could do, and that is storm the fortress. They have been unflinching, unafraid, utterly uncompromising.
Well,
and they are moments away from legacy, not just glory.
like I said earlier at the beginning of this this final, very few hosts have won this title. In fact, nobody has won it since 2006 except for Côte d'Ivoire.
And that was just a fairy tale story in itself. Nobody could have scripted.
Not at all. Not even the...
Nobody, not even Côte d'Ivoire's most fervent believers. Final moments now, surely. The battle continues. Morocco will have one final chance to take the free kick. Bounou wants to take it, steal a few yards as well. The final whistle, and Senegal seal the sensational success. Sadio Mane becomes only the third player ever to win multiple AFCON titles, to go along with multiple CAF African Men's Player of the Year awards. He's in a league of his own with Roger Milla and Samuel Eto'o. Senegal succeed again, sensationally. Pedigree has prevailed over